after one of the worst shooting displays in their franchise history, the NS Matrix Malaysia come into this game with a renewed vigor as they try to tie up this best-of-3 series against Hong Kong Eastern here at the Windu Arena in Ho Chi Minh City as we continue to bring you our coverage of the ABL Basketball League Invitational Tournament 2023. My name is Noel Zarate alongside Coach Jordan Collins, later to be joined by Ben Ibrahim. And we witnessed that game. NS Matrix, known to be a three-point shooting team, but 2 of 24 is something that we're going to talk about. Of course, today we have this matchup between Hong Kong Eastern and NS Matrix. Later on, Game 2 of the Heat versus the Slingers, but we focus our attention on this game right now. NS Matrix coach Jordan Collins, you know them. The Malaysians are really, really good when it comes to shooting from the outside. However, it didn't work for them. 2 of 24 in game number 1.
Yeah, 2 of 24 for them in game 1. They just have to get off to a better start. Take the same shots, be confident in their shots.
And if they can make those baskets, then that's going to be a different story altogether in terms of the matchups as well. For Hong Kong Eastern, they just had the edge practically in every position on the court. It was like a complete dominating performance, but it only was a blowout towards the end.
Yeah, Hong Kong played great. They had one of the better games of the season, the complete team effort. I think they're going to look to capitalize on their team again like that.
We're going to have Ben Ibrahim with one of the players of the NS Matrix squad. It looks like he's tracked down Ong Wei Yong. So we're going to have Ben talking to Ong Wei Yong in just a few seconds. But again, of course, backs against the wall. NS Matrix, can they get it done? Ben Ibrahim right now with Ong Wei Yong.
Okay, we're here with Ong Wei Yong. Wei Yong, what is needed tonight to really bring out the force and tie this series?
I think is everyone must step out and execute what the coaches game plan and give everything, all out everything, and take this W.
What's the key, like you said, game plan? What's the key part of the game plan?
I think it's all about our offensive and defensively because we just lose too much on the offensive rebound and we must grab this rebound and we can go more smooth in our offensive.
One word answer, yes or no, are you going to win tonight's game?
Yes, for sure.
Thanks very much. All the best to you. It's back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim, who was talking there to Ong Wei Yong, who did not see many minutes. We saw him towards the end. I talked to Coach Jeff Viernes later on. Ong Wei Yong, this young point guard, is going to see a lot of minutes in this game as they will adjust their matchups here. But going back to the 2 of 24 shooting, I've never seen that before. You've never seen that before. What was the catalyst in that 2 of 24 performance from beyond the arc for the NS Matrix?
I just think they got discouraged after a while and just kept taking more shots. They really wanted to see one go in, so they kept shooting them. I think that if they take better quality shots this game, they'll go in at a higher rate.
Coach Jeff Viernes said he's going to be going big tonight by starting Kwek. What are the matchup issues that he needed to adjust heading into game number 2 from game number 1?
It's Hong Kong Eastern size. Gilbert was able to post up and get some easy moves inside.
We got Ben Ibrahim once again talking to one of the players from Hong Kong Eastern. Go ahead, Ben.
We're here with one of the role players of the Hong Kong team, Josh De Villiers. Josh, an amazing game in game 1. What is needed to bring out the force tonight to go to the finals?
I think we just have to do what we did last game, you know. Good defense, limited turnovers. It's the small things that matter for us. So like running the floor on offense, running the floor on defense as well, crashing the boards on rebounds. And I think our coach emphasizes just like energy, you know, all the way from the starters to the bench. I think that's the most important, that everyone's just like, you know, one family, one group coming out here for war. Yeah, I think that's what's going to make us, you know, go all the way to the finals.
What does this team need to do to ensure complacency does not sink in during the 4 quarters of the game? Because this Matrix team, they're hungry.
Yeah, I guess that just depends on the opponents. You know, if they constantly give us pressure, they're just gonna make us want to perform harder, perform better, and yeah, that'll keep us away from complacency, like you said.
All the best for tonight's game, man. All right, take care. Well, it's gonna be a great game, whatever it is. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben. Of course, talking to Josh Davila, originally from the Philippines, of course, now representing Hong Kong here in the ASEAN Basketball League. We will have the introduction of the players very shortly here, but I just want to pick your brain about what worked for Hong Kong Eastern in game number 1, Coach Jordan Collins.
Well, what worked for them, they use the whole team. They pass the ball from side to side. They shared the ball very well. If they're open, you get it. They don't really care about who gets the credit for their shots.
Dom Gilbert had a spectacular performance on both ends of the court, sort of tapered off towards the end, but his performance in the first half when he was posting up against Mei, coupled by Tony Choka's amazing shooting, those were some of the big highlights for Hong Kong in game 1.
Yes, it was. Tony Choka had a great game on offense. He's just as good on offense as he did on defense. He was really good on defense down there guarding Glass as well.
They are meeting the players right now. Oliver Hsu, I did speak to Adam Hsu later. He is good to go today. He has coming off that nose injury as well. So for Hong Kong Eastern, of course, they want to return to the finals, and they've been there a couple of times before. What's it going to take for them, as Ben Ibrahim said earlier, what's it going to take for them to get over the hump and make it to the finals?
They just have to compete with the Matrix this time. Matrix is going to come out on fire. They try to prove themselves, but they just have to stay with them.
And of course, we're going to check out what the NS Matrix squad can do here. Again, this series was split heading into the playoffs, but again, Hong Kong Eastern was able to get it done in game number 1. And now you can see the fans going to the side now of the Malaysians. We do have a bunch of the representatives from NS Matrix all the way from Malaysia to come here, but also some of the locals have already rooting for the underdogs here. Now, what's it going to take for this special group of men, for Jeff Viernes, to tie this series?
But this is to come out and play with aggressiveness, make a couple shots, get involved in the rhythm of the game.
And there's Ong Wei Yong, of course. We expect to see a lot of minutes from him. Mei did not get it on court. You can see there, Jin Koo Hong. Tevin Glass had a lot of opportunities, but you get the feeling that he held the ball a little bit more than he should have, right, in game number 1?
Yeah, he held the ball a little. He was dribbling around a little too much, especially when you have shooters. Shooters like to get the ball when they're open, so they have rhythm to shoot it.
It's all going to come down to who executes better heading into this one. Game number 2, of course, if Hong Kong wins, they are heading to the finals. If NS Matrix wins, NS Matrix pull out the victory, we will have a game 3, but it's going to be tomorrow. Now, I was talking to Coach Jeff Viernes before the game. One of the things that he's actually not making an excuse for, but this is a tired bunch of guys that he's working with in this one. As we take a look at Chris McLaughlin, averaging 18.7 a game, 13.9 a game, had some pretty big numbers also in game number 1, and nobody can just match up with this guy. I mean, this guy's 6'10", 6'11".
6'10", 6'11", very mobile, very athletic on the court, able to get up and down. He really knows how to use his body down low to score.
And for Chris McLaughlin, he does have a lot of help on the Hong Kong Eastern side. It was a tale of several quarters. Of course, the player of the game went over to O'Darian Bassett, who had a 19-point performance in that game. Tony Choka, of course, had it lit it up from the outside. Overall, Dom Gilbert really with a lot of contributions, but you sort of get the feeling that the locals need to get involved for Hong Kong Eastern in this game. As we take a look at Tevin Glass here for the NS Matrix squad, 19.3, 11 rebounds a game. We were just talking about it. He does help already because Amir Williams is back in harness. However, Amir Williams is not 100%.
Yeah, Amir Williams has to give him a little more. He wasn't 100% last game. I look for Amir to bounce back and have a great game tonight. Well, as well as Glass. Yeah, well, Tevin Glass, of course, he has been the consistent guy. However, when he waxes hot, he's good. When he's not doing too well, the locals have to step up. Unfortunately for NS Matrix in game number 1, the locals, with the exception probably of Yi Hao, did not perform particularly well, especially Mei. Yeah, the locals looked a little tight their first time in the first semifinals, 2023 ABL. But I think they're to respond right now.
Jeff Viernes had a lot of time processing that to get ready here for game number 2. As we take a look at this key matchup, they will not be guarding each other. According to Jeff Viernes, he will be putting Kwek Chan Yuen, their 6'8" local, the veteran, a former ABL champion. He will be going up against Chris McLaughlin, and it'll be Tevin Glass trying to contain the position at the power forward, of course, for Dom Gilbert.
That's going to be an interesting match of the game. Glass and Gilbert playing against each other, two versatile players. I look forward to watching it.
Of course, at the guard position, you're talking about O'Darian Bassett going up against Isaiah Williams. Now, Isaiah Williams, he had his numbers on the offensive end, but, Bassett had almost a triple-double in that game, come away with 5 rebounds and like 8 assists as well.
Yeah, O'Darian Bassett has a great game, very very under control, very skilled. He knows exactly what he's doing out there. He's playing like the veteran that he is.
Officiating crew, of course, Natapong John Tapa is actually the gentleman on the left of the gentleman from Indonesia, Rendra Lesmana, our crew chief in this one. So it will be game number 2 in just a few moments. Of course, later on today will also be game number 2 in that series between the Singapore Slingers and the home team, the Saigon Heat. As we take a look at Zeljko Pavlicevic, the head coach here for Hong Kong Eastern. I had a long talk with him. He had nothing but nice words to say about the NS Matrix squad. He said, they just didn't shoot the ball well. They're going to come out better today. I know it. That's what he said.
Like we said before, we've never seen the Matrix shoot like that. 2 for 24 from 3 from a good shooting club like this. I'm sure they'll respond today.
Well, Jeff Viernes, you noticed him. He's doing the coaching. He's also doing the warm-ups. He's also doing the drills. He's also doing the videos. He's also doing the scouting. One of the hardest working men in all of basketball. But you get a sense as we take a look at the starting lineup here for Hong Kong, which has not changed from game number one. You get a sense that Jeff Viernes is also starting to get mentally tired with his ABL journey right now.
I mean, the ABL, the grind has been going on for 3 or 4 months now. He's doing everything. I'm sure he's pretty tired, but Jeff is a competitor. He'll push through and give his team his best.
Right. I was speaking to Jeff before the game. He was away from the stadium. We took a long walk outside. I mean, he was just trying to decompress, if you will, heading into this game. But again, all eyes are going to be on this guy, Dom Gilbert. I mean, defensively, he's been an ace. He posted up May so many times, took away his offense practically for that. But if they're going to put Tevin Glass on him, Gilbert's going to have his hands full today.
Yeah, Gilbert and Glass is going to be a great match. Glass is a little bigger than him right now, so I'm looking to see what he's going to do down there today.
And you can see there is a change here in the starting lineup. Jonathan Wong, and it will be Kwek Chan Yuan working at the 2 new members. Of course, Isaiah Williams will be coming off the bench in this one. So it's going to be interesting to see Jonathan Wong lead this team. But this is going to be the big difference here. Kwek Chan Yuan at 6'8" is going to be going up against McLaughlin. Let's see if he can contain him.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. Look for the Hong Kong to go to McLaughlin early to see what you can do against him.
Now, if you're Jeff Viernes right now coming into this game, I know your backs are against the wall. Win here or go home, literally. What's it going to take for you to bounce back from a horrendous shooting performance in game number 1?
You just have to forget about it and relax. Just one game happened. Game 1 is over. This is game 2. Just focus on this game. Don't even worry about last game.
And if you're also Coach Pavlicevic right now, the hardest game to win is a closeout game. And you know that being a player yourself. So what's it going to take for him to get this Hong Kong Eastern squad over the hump?
It's going to take 40 minutes of concentration to get this one done today.
All right, so we are going to see Isaiah Williams come off the bench. And there's O'Darian Bassett, the 36-year-old. And again, I was talking to Coach Pavlicevic earlier. He said that he doesn't look like he's 36 when he's out there. He's such a complete team leader. Everybody loves this guy. And he looks to get another big game out of this 36-year-old point guard.
O'Darian Bassett, the vet. I'm sure, the vet.
McLaughlin getting all set to go here. Hong Kong Eastern in blue today. And the NS Matrix squad in the white trimmed in gold. Amir Williams not 100%. He's not only nursing a wrist injury, but he also has a little bit of an issue with his back and a little bit of an issue with his knee coming into this game.
I mean, the ABL season is a long season. I mean, he's battled through injuries all season long.
Coach Pavlicevic all set to go right now. 1 win for Hong Kong Eastern, and they are in the finals. NS Matrix wants another game, and if that happens, game 3 is tomorrow, so there will be no rest if there is a game number 3 heading into this in this series. And the Thunder sticks are out. Jeff Viernes tried to relax himself. He was actually smiling a lot earlier today, but now it's business time for the NS Matrix squad. With a very grueling schedule here in the ABL, he actually took a bunch of these players with him to Mongolia for the 2025 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Unfortunately for Malaysia, they were not able to qualify, but just after a few days rest, they had to take another plane to come back here to Ho Chi Minh. I mean, talk about a grind for some of these kids who are first-timers, a lot of them first-timers in the national team as well.
Going to Malaysia and come back and playing the ABL, that is a grind.
Well, the first possession of this game going to NS Matrix, and they immediately go inside to Amir Williams. Now, if Amir Williams can actually become a factor inside, Hong Kong's going to have to change their entire mentality on how to guard him.
They went to Amir Williams down low early to get him established.
Got a give and go going the other way. That's a miss coming from O'Darian Bassett. One of the first orders of business here for Coach Jeff Yaris is to speed up the game. Kwek Chan Yuen, three-pointer. That's a miss. Battle for the rebound, secured by McLaughlin. And if you're Hong Kong Eastern, you want the complete opposite. Let's not do the running game. How about this turnover forced now by NS Matrix? Tevin Glass hands it over to Kwek Chan Yuen.
Great pass by Glass. Way to push it.
A better start for NS Matrix here in game number 2. Remember, they were down early and found themselves down a lot in the second half. Dom Gilbert, one of the catalysts of that one. He can't roll in his first attempt. And here comes Jonathan Wong. He's going to be setting the table here today. Interesting strategy having one of your world imports, Isaiah Williams, come off the bench. Extra pass inside. Tevin Glass can't get it to go. But you like that look that he got underneath.
Yeah, nice pass by Williams to Glass down. He just got to complete that. It makes it seem like they're playing with a lot more energy tonight.
But for Hong Kong Eastern, they're trying to settle into their half-court game. Bassett gets it out. Dom Gilbert, shot clock at 5. Gilbert finally gets a basket for Hong Kong.
Nice physical move by Glass. A strong move.
So Jonathan Wong is going to set this one up. Approaching the 2-minute mark here for the NS Matrix squad. At one point in this season, NS Matrix had a 9-game win streak. That was actually snapped in this building. Here's Mei. Had a miserable day shooting the ball yesterday. Only 3 points total for the number 1 shooter for Malaysia. Misses his first one here, but nobody there to get the offensive rebound. It's going to be a stick back for Williams.
Williams looks really active so far this game.
Here's Chan Siu Wing. 7.5 to play here in the first. They can't leave Chan Siu Wing that wide open. That's usually the result.
Nice swing of the ball. Great shot by him.
Chan Siu Wing, a member of the Hong Kong national team for several years, and of course one of the noted gunners on that squad. 6'5", NS Matrix, up 1. Mei going to Amir Williams, and it's been Amir Williams so far the focal point of the offense. Jonathan Wong might have gotten away with a walk, and they're going to call a foul on the ground. This could go against O'Darian Bassett. Remember, Bassett had 2 fouls in the first quarter yesterday in game 1.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls. He's a smart player. He'll tighten up. He makes us look a lot more aggressive this game.
Again, they come in with a bigger lineup today with Wong at the point guard at about 6 foot. Here's Glass open for 3. No, battle for the rebound. Mei getting the stick back.
Wow, great move, great rebound by him.
Mei known for his 3-point shooting, working a little extra hard here today. Their backs are against the wall. Bassett now picked up by Williams. McLaughlin with a mismatch against Mei. They go over to Troca. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds to shoot here for Hong Kong Eastern. Bassett tries to turn the corner and hits his foot, goes out of bounds. A little bit of a tentative start here for Hong Kong, Coach.
Yeah, but the Matrix are coming out. They're coming out and making them have a tentative start. They look really aggressive to start the game.
They ran their offense with fluidity in game number 1. No such thing today here for Hong Kong Eastern.
Yeah, the Matrix are out there pressuring that half court today.
Jonathan Wong is going to set things up once again, still sticking to a man-to-man defense for Hong Kong Eastern. Playing the 2-man game now with Amir Williams. Wong gets the baseline, tries to get it over to Glass. They left the ball behind. Williams able to save it. Glass still has it. 3 on the shot clock. Glass will attack. Finger roll denied. What a block by McLaughlin. And going the other way, Dom Gilbert is denied by Mei.
Wow, great effort by Mei. Back and forth they go.
Troca misses that. Defensive gems on both ends of the court by both teams. Tevin Glass, transition, draws the foul from Tony Troca. Boy, we got to see those plays again.
Yeah, that's more like Matrix basketball right there. Getting the stops and pushing the ball up the court.
We got to see the first defensive gem. Of course, this was the foul earlier, but boy, incredible start here for the NS Matrix squad. They're up 8-5 against Hong Kong Eastern. As we move into this timeout, we'll be right back. Back with us here inside the Win 2 Arena here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. It is 8-5 right now. The NS Matrix Malaysia team off to a good start here. And they have Tevin Glass at the free throw line. Noel Zarate still working alongside Coach Jordan Collins with Ben Ibrahim working the sidelines. One of the things also that the NS Matrix squad had to go through in game number 1 was their miserable free throw shooting.
You got to take your time and knocking free throws. They free shots. Got to make free throws to win big games.
Of course, Mei went 3 of 7 from the free throw line. That's unheard of for a shooter of his caliber. You got Ben Ibrahim standing by. Go ahead, Ben.
I spoke to Mr. Richard, who's the director of basketball of the NS Matrix before the game. He said Amir Williams is going to be the bench player, and Jonathan Wong and Ong Wei Yong are going to be the #1 point guards. The reason for that is because there's a lot of, he wants to take the hesitation away, because the certain locals of the Malaysia team, they're very, when they panic, they pass to the import, and sometimes the import is double teamed. So he's trying to inject a bit more confidence, and he told the team, do not let the Hong Kong team get some open looks to take shots. Back to you guys.
So they were able to get 1 from Chan Siu Wing, but none after that. Great report there coming from Ben Ibrahim. With 5 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. So far, so good still for NS Matrix, but they're starting to miss some easy shots here, Coach. Here's Bassett. Tries to attack. McLaughlin. Good defense by Quek.
The size worked out. Size worked out from that time. Matrix on the push.
Again, Quek has been inserted into the starting lineup to try and slow down McLaughlin. He has done that so far today. 9-5, 4:40 remaining here in the first. Mei had a field goal earlier, tries to move closer, now goes to the step back, it's off. And Hong Kong Eastern wants to settle into their half-court game. They have not executed it so far. McLaughlin gets inside, and he gets it to go. Foul ball on the NS Matrix.
Great screen by Darian Bassett. McLaughlin read it perfectly.
Got to have some subs come in. So Amir Williams, make that Isaiah Williams is coming in for the first time here, along with Wong Yi Hao. So with Yi Hao in, he was one of the best locals that they had. But for Isaiah Williams, as Ben Ibrahim said earlier, you know, they want to take away the hesitation, get the locals involved. So the locals had their time, and it's now time for Isaiah to come in.
Yeah, Isaiah has to come in and set the tone now.
Here's Glass right now. They go over to Amir Williams. That's taken away. That's not a good pass. That's it. Now the setup now. They get out to Troca. No hesitation on the jumper. However, well challenged by Mei. And the recovery made by NS Matrix. Mei for 3. You know he's got the green light. Recovery made inside. Wong Yi Hao. Drop pass to Tevin Glass.
Matrix is really scrapping out there tonight.
11-8. NS Matrix.
Matrix is picking up full court, trying to work the ball.
One of the trademarks of the Jeff Biernes defense is to try and slow down the opposition. It's some kind of a half or a full court trap. Troca gets the baseline, extra pass inside. And nobody's going to be able to stop McLaughlin that close to the basket.
Nice moving pass by Troca. Quick move.
11-10 right now. Hong Kong Eastern just sticking close to the NS Matrix squad as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the first. Williams almost got it to go. However, Mayman is there again.
Makes you playing with a lot of energy tonight.
Mayman with 4 points. No three-pointers yet. 2:45 to play here in the first. McLaughlin can't handle the ball. Gets it over now, Chan Siu Wing working with a limited shot clock. 1 second, Chan Siu Wing, all the way, no. Nobody boxing out, McLaughlin. Good positioning there. McLaughlin now, denied by the defense. Here's Chan Siu Wing, three-pointer again. And you can hear the challenge now coming from the NS Matrix. It's so much better than it was in game 1.
Yes, sir, it is. They're all over the place now on defense. They're trying to push the pace now.
Williams can't knock it down. Maybe with yet another offensive rebound, but he's in no man's land. Throws it away. Bassett, fast break, finger roll short. McLaughlin tracks it down. And another set of free throws coming up for Chris McLaughlin. Let's see this play once again here. Hong Kong, their players are so huge, they don't really need to jump for the ball anymore.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with how the Matrix have come out this quarter and playing. They're playing with a lot of energy.
And even the free throws aren't cooperating now with the boys. Coach Zelko Pavlicevic. No free throws dropped by McLaughlin. All the way Young seeing his first action of the game now. He only saw action in the fourth quarter in game number 1. Good fake by Yi Hao, however, he lifted his pivot foot. Turnover against NS Matrix. Time down to 1:38 remaining here in the first quarter.
Matrix is picking them full court. Darian Bassett, try to work him.
Darian Bassett has actually had 0 opportunities to score so far. He's missed a few gimmies. There's Kloka. Also, he has gone cold. Low scoring game, but right now the NS Matrix squad is also dragging Hong Kong Eastern into that. Williams with a behind the back to Williams.
Wow, great pass by Williams.
Isaiah to Amir. And a three-point play opportunity coming up for the 6'11" center out of Ohio State. So it also sometimes works where you have one of your star players come off the bench. You get to see the entire atmosphere first. When you come in, you sort of know, okay, this is what we need to do. That's what's happening with Isaiah Williams right now.
Yeah, Isaiah Williams come up with different energy. No, it's an input play. You want to put your input on the game. He's doing that immediately.
Here's the pressure once again. It's a 2-2-1. Full court press being shown here by NS Matrix. Trying to slow down Hong Kong Eastern with 1:09 remaining in the first. Bassett. The Shu brothers are on the floor at the same time. Here's Adam over to Oliver. Kloka. They're trying to get it inside to McLaughlin. That's taken away by Tevin Glass and a foul on McLaughlin.
Stupid foul on McLaughlin, 94 feet away from the basket.
Right.
Got to keep your fouls, big fella, for around the rim.
It's one of the tendencies of some of the players. You lose the ball, you try to get it back as fast as you can. And McLaughlin, he's picked up, I believe that's just his first foul, but they're going to sit him down. As Gilbert comes back in, Hong Kong now going small. Is Gilbert playing center, it appears, in this lineup? Or is it Troka? Troka now trying to go up against Amir Williams. Ong Wei Yong lost possession. Oliver Shu on the pull-up three. Kevin Glass with the rebound. 35 seconds remaining here in the first. Dangerous pass to Amir Williams, and Amir will finish.
Great catch and finish by Amir Williams. That was a very difficult play by the big fella.
How about 9 points already? Half the score of the NS Matrix scored by Amir Williams, and now with their largest lead in the game, 18-10. Thundersticks are out. Lots of noise here inside the New Indoor Stadium. Bassett, 6 seconds. Bassett gets away. Hang time move, easy for the score.
Wow, tough move by Bassett. Wow.
So ending the first quarter on a high note for Hong Kong, despite the fact they are down by 6. Great start by NS Matrix. The question is, can they continue being on this roll? It is 18-12 for the Malaysians at the end of the first quarter. Hong Kong Eastern down 6 now, 18-12 heading into the second quarter. A better performance by the NS Matrix squad as opposed to game number 1. For Hong Kong Eastern, a little bit of a bad start. Can they come back and play Hong Kong Eastern style basketball heading into the second quarter?
I think they have to adjust to the Matrix pressure them now. Last game they were able to use their offense side to side until they wanted to. Now the Matrix is up in their face.
Well, for the second quarter right now, with O'Darian Bassett. Wing. Still no McLaughlin on the floor here for Hong Kong Eastern. Dom Gilbert from 18. Yes!
Nice move, nice shot.
Well, they'll need Gilbert's offense in this game. That is his 4th point. And the lead is down to 4 as we now give it to Ben Ibrahim.
Guys, I just saw Coach Jelko absolutely went ape nut again on Oliver Shu. He said, do not shoot the ball. I said, find a good shooter like Dom Gilbert or O'Darian Bassett to knock down those shots. Who asked you to shoot? Seriously, it was like watching a school principal absolutely punish and send him to detention. I'm not sure how Oliver Shu's confidence is at the moment, but this is playoff basketball. This is what it's all about. Back to you guys.
Well, Oliver Shu is not on the floor right now. Ben, Coach Jordan, he's soaking it all in, as we say, when you get benched. I mean, how do you react to that, Coach Jordan, when you were a player? The coach is all over your face and he sits you down after something that you didn't do well.
Just sit him down for a little bit. He'll respond. He's a professional basketball player. All these guys are good. All these guys are pros. I'm sure he just did it to motivate him.
Well, the NS Matrix squad now up 19-14. Gilbert finding Adam Shu from 14. Can't get that one to go. Wong Wei-Yong with the rebound. Here's Ong Wei-Yong. Into the front court now. Tevin Glass on the sidestep. Gets it inside. Extra pass intended for Williams. Batted away. Ong Wei-Yong could not save it. And in his last touch by Ong Wei-Yong. And everybody's looking for a foul on Hong Kong Eastern.
Refs letting him play. It's playoff time. Matrix are out there challenging everything.
Right. They're running after every loose ball. This is going to be an interesting matchup here. Chan Siu Wing against the youngster, Ong Wei-Yong. There's going to be a handshake foul called on Wong Yi-Hao. We got Bassett and Amir Williams getting into it here a little bit. And Bassett giving the youngster a little tap on the head as well. Wonder what that was all about.
A little trash talk never hurt anybody, I guess.
kind of hard to go trash talking against a veteran like O'Darian Bassett.
Yeah, he's been through it all.
You got to come out on losing end on that one most of the time. Chance Yu-Wing once again coming off the screen. This is more like it for Hong Kong Eastern. Trying to run screens for Bassett who shoots the three. And there's another offensive rebound here from Dom Gilbert who gets it to go.
The blue guys everywhere when they need a basket.
So that lead is starting to dissipate now for NS Matrix. It's down to 3, 19-16. Williams, they sag on him. Barely missed the three-pointer earlier. Wong from deep. Not quite sure what was on his mind that time, but he gets over to Williams.
Good pass to Williams, cutting down the lane. He looks way better today, more active.
Williams now up to 11 points, 11 into 21. Rennes Matrix. Bassett using the Troca screen. Looking for Shu inside. Gilbert now holds up once again. Dom Gilbert looking for a foul. None was called, and Coach Pavlicevic is beside himself. Here's Amir. Will make that Isaiah Williams. Seven Glass on the step back three. Good challenge by Troca. Recovery made by Amir Williams. He's going to have a field day if McLaughlin stays on the bench for any longer.
Amir Williams is having a field day on the glass today.
McLaughlin all set to check back in. Remember, he is not in foul trouble. They just sat him down. He's only got one personal. Bassett. Troca has yet to become Stroka today. Almost a turnover. Shot clock down to 1. Troca offline. Isaiah Williams. Hong Kong Eastern can't buy a basket at this point. There's Isaiah Williams getting over to May. Over down to Jonathan Wong, who decides to attack. Wong bothered by the defense. May keeps it alive. And there's an unsportsmanlike foul called. I believe this is on Hong Kong Eastern as Gilbert and Jonathan Wong get into it. It looks like they're just talking to each other right now. It appeared initially that Wong and Gilbert were going to go at it, but looks like they are the cooler heads. As we see this again, I can't exactly see what happened. I think they're going to call, is it Wong for tripping up Dom Gilbert?
Gilbert was just trying to make sure. I think Gilbert landed on him. He didn't mean to.
All right, Ben Ibrahim.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Look at Jonathan Wong. This is something that the stats will not show. He is the ultimate PR machine. He is the ultimate diplomat. He's always saying hello to all the players, being the most popular guy in this floor. Look at how he calmed things down. Look at how he pushed Dominic Gilbert away and said, relax, bro. We're all playing basketball. Look at Jonathan Wong to use his people skills to calm things down. He's one of the very few locals in Malaysia who has the leadership skill to bring everybody together, the five together, and say, look, let's play it this way down the stretch. And that's why he was brought into this team. Back to you guys.
Well, of course, Ben Ibrahim knows Malaysia basketball very well, especially with his experience as a broadcaster for the Malaysians as well. Jonathan Wong is going to be called for an unsportsmanlike foul. So it was, they're saying, it was a malicious attempt to trip up Dom Gilbert. Of course, these two players have already gone with each other. They've already talked about it, but they still say after the review, unsportsmanlike foul on Jonathan Wong. So it looks like it will be Gilbert taking the 2 free throws plus ball possession here for Hong Kong Eastern. I mean, we saw that play once again. Didn't really look, at least in our opinion, it didn't really look like there was any harm intended there. But of course, the referees want to protect the players as well.
Yeah, I didn't think it was intentional, but you got to protect the player. What you could really tell about the game, right? Both teams are playing really, really hard. This game's going to be very competitive.
Yeah, they have confirmed it. They've looked at it twice now. Jonathan Wong now acknowledging the unsportsmanlike foul as McLaughlin and Troca, or make that McLaughlin checks back into the game. So Dom Gilbert going to the free throw line, Mr. Do-It-All for Hong Kong Eastern. They are having problems at the free throw line, Coach Jordan.
You're going to take your time to knock them in, man. 15 feet away.
They did not have this kind of a problem in game number 1 when it came to the free throw shooting. A split there coming from Gilbert. Enough to cut the lead down to 6 with 6:53 remaining here in the first half. Your assessment of why Hong Kong Eastern is a little bit listless to begin this game?
I just think it's the Matrix. They're way more aggressive. You can see them challenging everything. The point guards having to work hard to get into the offense. They're the 9. They're everywhere on basket. They're all the way up there.
There's a series of screens once again, but this time it's a miss from beyond the arc. That ball is tapped over to Kwek Chan-Yuan, who's back in the game. Glass working against Gilbert. Amir Williams wants to step into a 3, but they're going to look for their best shooter. That's him. Mei got it. Mei gets the pick. Mei for 3. He's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. Ball is tapped back, however, to Mei. Isaiah Williams momentarily open, hesitates. Kwek Chan-Yuan will not hesitate. There it goes.
Nice pass by Williams to get their first 3 of the game.
They went 2 for 24 in game number 1. You get the sense that that might not happen here again today. That is the first 3-point make. Enough to make it a 9-point lead now for Ennis Matrix Malaysia.
Hong Kong used to run their offense. They're not going to be rushed. They're going to get the shot they want.
There's McLaughlin trying to make it for last time. Blocked from behind the glass. Isaiah Williams now into the front court. Williams for 3. That's not the shot you want if you're Coach Jeff Yearness.
Got to move the ball around a little bit.
Wing gets away momentarily. Fancy Wing. All sorts of problems working against Isaiah Williams now to Don Gilbert. Late in the shot clock, 6 seconds to shoot. Gilbert rejected by Mei.
Matrix on the push.
Fancy Wing gives up the duty foul, but Mei has 3 offensive rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block. Then you're talking about the best 3-point shooter for the Malaysian team.
Doing whatever he has to do to win tonight. Shot may not be falling, but he's still contributing to the team.
What a performance so far for Kim Choi-Hong. A technical foul has been called here on Coach Pavlicevic. The 71-year-old has something to say to the officials and may have said it a little too, with a little too much ferocity. He gets now called for a tee.
Yeah, the Matrix is playing hard, challenging everything. I think he felt Gilbert got fouled on his drive to the basket.
Williams missing on his first free throw. Or missing on the technical free throw, rather. Again, this is something that Ennis Matrix wants to settle their 3-point shooting. And we're going to have a timeout here called with the score at 26-17. Ennis Matrix, their backs against the wall, leading by 9. Back with us here inside the Nguyen Du Indoor Stadium. They say my mic sounds better right now, Coach.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
You can hear me loud and clear right now. Let's see if we can hear Ben Ibrahim loud and clear.
Well, hear this loud and clear, guys. Hear this loud and clear, guys. Coach Jelko just said, what on earth are you doing? You are all sleeping on the court. Wake up. He must have said that 3 times. Whereas his opponent, Jeff Yearness, said, let's keep throwing things at them that they don't expect. They don't expect a defensive game tonight. Keep that going. Coach Jelko, very unhappy. Coach Jeff Yearness, keep it pumping. No complaints to see. Back to you guys.
Oh, 4-point play opportunity for Kwek Chan-Yuan, right as Ben Ibrahim ended his report right there. A chance to make it a 13-point lead and wake up. That's exactly what Hong Kong Eastern needs to do here now, Coach Jordan Collins.
Beautiful play at the timeout call by Jeff Yearness to get his shooter a wide open 3.
Kwek Chan-Yuan has hit 2 3-pointers in the game for Ennis Matrix. He's now up to 7 points as a starter. The 32-year-old, the former ABL champion, from the West Sports Malaysia Dragons. Now makes it a 13-point lead, 30-17 for NS Matrix.
Matrix with the pressure, slow him down. Changing defenses.
Now the full court press isn't really creating turnovers, it's just slowing down the offense for Hong Kong.
That's all he's trying to do. Now the Hong Kong started the offense with 12 or 13 seconds on the clock.
Troca left open, not that much open because he does knock it down from 15. It's first field goal though. That must feel good if you're Tony Troca.
Yeah, he's just working his way into the game.
So 30-19 is our score right now. NS Matrix with a good start, but they're also keeping Hong Kong from scoring. Mei has been an ace on the defensive end, but still no three-pointers across his name. Tevin Glass, baseline. And the rebound with 4:20 remaining going to Hong Kong Eastern. A chance to cut it down now to single figures.
Hong Kong is very deliberate with what they want to do on offense.
And they get it to Bassett now. They got a switch. It's now Kwek on Bassett. Kwek will be the first to admit that that's a mismatch. Extra pass to Chan Siu Wing. A lot of hesitating here on the side for Hong Kong Eastern. And that shot's going to come up short. However, Mei cannot recover. And it's going to stay with Hong Kong Eastern. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, the Matrix out there is scrapping and crawling to get stops this first half.
Isaiah Williams going to hit the bench once again as Jonathan Wong, who got the start today at point guard, is back in that role. 3:53 remaining here in the first half. Dom Gilbert. They get it to the hands of Bassett, who has been very, very quiet in terms of his offense. Chan Siu Wing hit a three earlier. Can't get another one to drop. And Tevin Glass is going to set things up once again here for the Malaysians. Jonathan Wong now. Amir Williams, who has had a great shooting day today with 13 points. Glass gets it out. Kwek Chan Nguyen moving, partially deflected, and a foul on Mei trying to recover the ball. Not quite sure if that's the kind of shot Kwek wants. I mean, going to the right and shooting it up.
That's a difficult shot. He's more of a spot-up shooter. That's a difficult shot going to his right off the dribble.
Chan Siu Wing going to take a seat. Our first look now at Leung Ka-hin, who had a couple of big shots in game number one as well. Wong Yi Hao has fallen out of the equation here so far. He's going to replace Mei. Let's see if Wong Yi Hao, who had I believe 13 points in game number one, if he can still become a factor here. But Hong Kong has just been limited by NS Matrix here with only 19 points with a little over 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Bassett coming off the screen. Leung Ka-hin. There's a flopping warning there against Dom Gilbert. Gilbert inside. Gilbert, yes!
Tough finish, man. Wow. Matt Gilbert with the tough finish getting to the rim.
Back-to-back baskets now for Hong Kong Eastern. Kwek for another three. No. 30-21. We're in a dry spell now for the NS Matrix squad. Bassett for three. Gets it to no. 7 unanswered points now for Hong Kong Eastern. Timeout, NS Matrix. With 2:34 remaining in the first half. What was a mighty 13-point lead has now been trimmed down to just 6. We are back here right now. I'm not quite sure what's happening over the sideline there. It looks like Natapong Jontapa, our crew chief, still having some words with Hong Kong's coach, Jelko Pavlicevic. I mean, they've been going at it. I mean, the referees and Coach Pavlicevic, they've been having their love-hate relationship today.
Yeah, Coach from Hong Kong probably wants some more calls. The Matrix is playing very, very physical with his team today.
And the Matrix have been getting away with it, though. It's up to a certain point, only 19 points for Hong Kong Eastern. Now it is up to 24. So 7 unanswered points now for Hong Kong Eastern. Ben Ibrahim has picked something up once again.
Noel, hi, Coach Jordan. It's, Coach Jeff Reness, he's an X's and O's coach. He's drawing up the plays. Said, do this when Tevin does that, do that when Alvin does that. Don't lose the ball like they've done here. And Dom Gilbert puts that away. But, the emphasis from Coach Jeff Reness, take good shots. Back to you guys.
Well, they did take care of the ball that time. They can't take a good shot if they don't have the ball. 9 straight points now for Hong Kong Eastern. Jonathan Wong on the drive, too strong. Battle for the rebound. It's still loose. Picked up here by Glass. Try to carve some space. Tevin Glass, fall away, tough shot. Rebound picked up by McLaughlin. Hong Kong Eastern is mounting a serious comeback here, Coach Jordan.
They just staying composed. They know it's going to be a 40-minute fight out of the day.
Bassett momentarily losing Wong. McLaughlin. Yung Ka-hin. Pick and roll action now. McLaughlin can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Dom Gilbert sticks with it. Against the double team. Over to Choka. Extra pass down to McLaughlin. And it is now 11 unanswered points for Hong Kong Eastern.
They're really battling. Both teams are playing now.
Wow, this score was 30-17 just a few moments ago. Coming up on 1 minute to go here in the first half. Wong out to Wong Yihao. Amir Williams has not been very active offensively. Finally gets the basket to drop to end the drought. Yeah.
Nice move right there. Nice touch by the big guy. Looking to reestablish himself. I think he has like 15 points already.
He's got 15 in the game. You're absolutely right. And that was a basic big man's move right there for the 6'11 player out of Ohio State. Bassett. 32 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. They want to hurry this one up.
Matrix dropping to his zone.
And 3 seconds to shoot. Tony Truca!
That's what he does.
Suddenly, it is just a 1-point lead for NS Matrix. And the last shot could belong to the Malaysians. Jonathan Wong getting the pick from Amir Williams, fakes the pass, goes underneath, can't get it to go. Still enough time here for Bassett. They get it to Troca. Good if it goes. Almost. NS Matrix Malaysia hanging on to the lead. They were up by 13 at one point in the second quarter, but they only take a 1-point lead into the halftime break, 32-31 against Hong Kong Eastern. We'll be back. It is at halftime right here in Vietnam. Got some numbers to share with you from that first half of action. What looked to be a blowout in the making for NS Matrix turns out to be a close game at the half here, Coach.
Yeah, what sticks out to me is the Matrix have 28 rebounds to 16 for Hong Kong Eastern. To have that many rebounds, only be up 1.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem moving forward, but let's see if they can adjust as halftime rolls on here. 2 3-point makes already for NS Matrix, matching their total from game number 1. We'll be right back.
What you waiting for? Give them what they came for. This is what they came for. Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach.
One-on-one, J Ball.
You do know this is my house, right?
Yeah, it's my house too.
No one can compete. I just do what comes natural. This is what they came for.
The lead is just one for NS Matrix, 32-31, heading into the second half in this game 2 of the semifinals. And Ben Ibrahim has caught up with Anthony Liu of the NS Matrix.
So we're here with Anthony Liu. Anthony, it was a good first quarter, not the best second quarter. What was the key message from Coach Jeff Finesse and assistant coach Kulim Lee to try to really recapture this game in the third quarter?
I mean, we did some changes before the game. We stepped in and we did things differently from 2 days ago. So now we're playing as a team. We're sharing the ball more. We're hustling for every ball we can get. So we just got to keep up what we're doing and, hope for the best.
Effort is effort, but what does this team need to do to win this game and tie this series?
We just got to play hard and hope that the shots go in.
Well, all the very best to you. Thanks for your time. Well, it's back to you, commentator Noel, and also Coach Jordan Collins. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. Ben Ibrahim, of course, working the sidelines for this one. And again, that was a good point that Ben had. Great first quarter, not so good second quarter. What happened to NS Matrix in that second quarter? They were up 13.
Hong Kong Eastern is a good veteran team. They just worked their way back into the game, slowly but surely. Matrix took a couple of ill-advised shots. Next thing you know, Hong Kong is at the rim for layups and fouls.
I'm looking over at the huddle right now for Hong Kong Eastern. Coach Pavlicevic is not handling the huddle. It is Tony Troca who's handling the huddle here right now. So you know that the players also want to make sure that they improve from that first half when they were down 13. Luckily only down 1 right now. But if you're Coach Jeff Viernes for the NS Matrix, what did you tell your boys at halftime?
So my boys, keep pressuring the ball on defense. Keep making everything tough on Hong Kong Eastern.
That was a 13-2 run to end that the first half for Hong Kong Eastern. McLaughlin sat down a majority of that second quarter. When he came back in, he became a force once again. So far, the leading scorers, it is actually Amir Williams with 15 points, 9 rebounds so far here. Pretty good start for him, but they shut him down towards the end of that second quarter.
Yeah, Hong Kong started doubling and trapping him when he got the loose balls in there. They started.
Jeff Viernes on your screens, very youthful coach for the NS Matrix squad from the Philippines, of course, trying to carve out his role here in Malaysian basketball. He is the coach of the national team as well. NS Matrix must win this game to force a game 3. Otherwise, it will be Hong Kong moving on to the final for the 3rd time in ABL history. Third quarter now underway. Ong Wei Yong getting the start at the point guard, along with Wei Shan Fu, seeing his first action of the game. Isaiah Williams, Amir Williams, and Tevin Glass has got the ball. There's Amir.
Trying to reestablish him.
Instantly double-teamed Ong Wei Yong. They move it around now to Tevin Glass, trying to lose Tony Troca. Tevin Glass forced into a tough shot, but he still makes it.
Nice move by Glass.
34-31. Good start here for NS Matrix in the third quarter. Let's see what Hong Kong Eastern does to counter. They are starting Leung Ka-hin at point guard, and he takes that open look, but he will miss. Everything that is positive that NS Matrix is doing, the crowd is getting into it. Looks like they want to see more basketball tomorrow here, Coach.
Yes, sir. They fighting for their lives.
Oh, Tevin Glass, back-to-back field goals here. (36-31). Hong Kong Eastern has yet to score with just over a minute gone by here in the third. Dom Gilbert forced it to a tough shot, but wow, he still made it over Mei.
They like that matchup against Mei.
That is not Mei, by the way. That's Wei Shan Fu, who checked into the game.
Mei has 3 fouls, I think.
Yeah, Mei had a pretty good defensive game in the first half. Isaiah Williams, Glass reestablishing at the post. Shot clock at 6. Glass is 3 for 3 to begin the third.
Tough shot there by Glass.
And Ben Ibrahim has a report. Go ahead, Ben.
Well, very simple message, guys. The coaching staff of the Matrix team told the players, do not let O.D. Bassett take a shot. You stop him, you neutralize their offense. Back to you guys.
Well, he did take a shot. It was contested. So far, so good here for NS Matrix. Up 5. Glass feeling a challenge that time. Great defense by Dom Gilbert. And he's now leading the fast break. Gets tied up by Wei Shan-fu. But Dom Gilbert just does everything, does he?
Yeah, he does everything for him out there. Very smart physical player.
Time down to 7:55 remaining here in the third. Score right now 38-33 in favor of the NS Matrix Malaysia. Once again, as we mentioned earlier, owners of a 9-game win streak during this tournament propelled them to the number 2 seed in the playoffs. But the number 3 seeded Hong Kong Eastern drew first blood in game 1. Gilbert trying to lose glass. McLaughlin, he's not shooting from out there. Bassett can. Leung on the drive. And that pass is batted out by Williams. 3.1 to shoot for Hong Kong Eastern.
Yeah, I thought Williams could have just caught the ball right there.
So Leung Ka-hin is going to inbound from the baseline. Bassett off a screen, gets it off, but he can't make it. Another rebound for Dom Gilbert. He is just inhaling the basketball. Troca too deep. McLaughlin, and a foul called on Williams.
Nice pass by Troca.
So McLaughlin now heading to the free throw line. So far for McLaughlin here today, he's only got 7 points. Averaging close to 20 a game. From Ontario, Canada, once again, his first international stick. Could have fooled me.
He looked like an experienced player.
Spent a lot of time in the Canadian circuit, but was of course plucked by the coaching staff of Hong Kong to play for them. 38-35 now. Ong Wei Yong wants to set the table, seeing a lot more action than he did in game 1, that's for sure. Seven Glass outside, Williams from 18. Yes! So the imports are stroking it right now.
Nice shot by Williams right there.
Sort of reminds you of Jordan Collins. Was that your range?
Nah, I shot more threes.
40-35. Troca. Now they're going to test the range from McLaughlin. He misses another one. Dom Gilbert is all over the place. Leung Ka-hin on the catch and shoot. Too strong. Gilbert could not handle it, but he taps it over to McLaughlin. Continues his move and gets the tip in.
Battling out. Great move by McLaughlin. Get in there. Gilbert almost got that rebound too.
Lead is down to 3. Remember, it was a 13-point lead at 30-17 at one point in the second quarter, but a 13-2 run for Hong Kong Eastern. Cut it down to a 1-point halftime lead for NS Matrix as Isaiah Williams will get an opportunity to get to the free throw line. Oliver Hsu going to check in. Kwek Chan Yuen also checking in for Wei right here. Wei Shan-fu.
Nice midway and pull up right there by Williams.
Now, bringing Williams off the bench today, positive or negative? Is it affecting the play of NS Matrix, like bringing him off the bench?
I don't think it affects their play. I think they play a little better. Like Coach Burnett says, the locals play better when they come off the bench. Williams is a professional. He knows when he comes in, he has to do his job. As long as the locals are happy in their play, he'll be fine. He's an import player.
Williams out 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Upping the lead to 5 once again here for NS Matrix, and they have now settled down. The defense has extended once again. Dom Gilbert now has to bring the ball down. McLaughlin. Oliver Hsu. Troca hit a 3-pointer earlier. Now he has to contend with a taller Kwek Chan Yuen. Tony Troca on the drive, and the veteran Colombian national team player will be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Nice drive by Troca. You saw the shot clock was going down, so just drove it.
Again, 6'8 against 6'8 in that matchup. Tony Troca had 4 3-pointers in game number 1. Had a big third quarter. Can he replicate that? He's had 1 3-pointer today. The free throws have been a problem for Hong Kong Eastern.
I gotta take your time and make those.
And it's as if they're in hostile territory here with all the thunder sticks in favor of the Malaysians.
It is getting loud in here.
42-38 after the split from Tony Troca. Less than 6 minutes to go here in the third. Ong Wei Yong Isaiah Williams gets a pick from Amir Williams. They run the delayed pick and roll. Amir, that's the first miss for the imports. And here comes McLaughlin bringing down the ball. Sort of looked like a Christian Stadhardinger when he was bringing it down, who also used to play for Hong Kong Eastern. Here's O'Darian Bassett now. Picked up by Glass. 2 picks, and now picked up by Amir Williams, the pick and roll. Oh, they leave Oliver Shue open for 3. Rebound picked up by Williams. Here's Isaiah Williams now into the front court. 38 points only for Hong Kong Eastern to this point. Isaiah Williams!
Nice shot by Williams there. Solid pull-up.
Dribble pull-up on the elbow. Cutting and now making it a 6-point lead for NS Matrix. Time down to 5:05 remaining here in the third. And so far, NS Matrix has not really made a concerted effort to look for the 3 ball.
Yeah, they're playing inside. They knows they didn't really make any shots the first game, so they're just playing inside, 15 feet and in.
The only man to make 3-pointers in this game so far is their center, Kwek Chan Yuen. McLaughlin met by Kwek. Here comes Ong Wei Yong, the speedster for NS Matrix. Changing direction now, getting it over to Ong Wei Yong. Fakes the 3, almost lost it, and does lose it to Bassett. 4-on-1 going the other way. And that's just a fast break drill right there for Hong Kong.
Nice passing between the imports. Ball looks a little slippery out there.
Glass wants to slow things down now. Amir Williams, the lead is down to 4. 44-40. Here's Isaiah once again on the pull-up. That is short. Battle for the rebound. Tracked down by McLaughlin. Dribbles behind his back and gets away from everyone.
Wow, that's an amazing play.
That's a lot of handles for the big guy.
Yeah, I always like to see the big guys who can handle the ball.
There's Williams, wants it back. Oh, that's a flop right there. And that leads straight to that dunk by Amir Williams. McLaughlin, however, does look like he's shaken up. And even our crew chief, Natapong Jontapa, warning him of a flop. It looks like Williams, or make that McLaughlin, might have gotten it in the breadbasket that time.
Nah, he was just taking a breather.
I mean, you've gotten hit in that spot, right? You know, as we see that last layup there by McLaughlin, and that was the what they say, that was a flop right there. But you've gotten hit right here in the solar plexus.
All the time. He's just got the air knocked out of him a little bit. Plus, he just ran down the court with a nice fast break. I'm sure he was a little tired.
Well, 46-42. McLaughlin actually has had more rest than any of the world imports here in this game. Oh, Oliver Shue. Amir Williams couldn't help himself that time. That's going to be number 2 on Amir. So Oliver Shue was benched momentarily in that second quarter for not following the instructions of Coach Pavlicevic.
You see he's still in attack mode.
He's in attack mode right there. Coach Pavlicevic now a little bit relaxed on what his young point guard can deliver. Of course, Oliver Shue, the younger brother of Adam Shue, by 4 years. Rolls in the first free throw. 46-43 right now. That's the first point in the game for Oliver Shue. Missing on the second. No consistency at the line still for Hong Kong Eastern. Ong Wei Yong. Isaiah Williams. They have not brought Mei Mei or Wong Yi Hao back in this game. Amir Williams in and out. Tevin Glass tries to track it down. Last touch, Oliver Shue.
Nice hustle by Glass. He's got to get the offensive rebound.
3:23 remaining. It's starting to become a grinded out game for these two squads. NS Matrix still up, but only by 3. Largest lead was 13 by the Malaysians at one point in the second quarter. Amir Williams asking for Isaiah Williams to set this one up. Isaiah on the drive, keeps it himself. No. And Oliver Shue comes away with it. And a silly foul there, if you may say, for Isaiah Williams trying to fight the pick and steal the ball at the same time. Penalty situation now for NS Matrix.
Yeah, no need to foul back there. It's 90 feet from the basket.
Ong Wei Yong's going to take a seat, and Jonathan Wong is going to check back in. So with 3:09 remaining, suddenly it's become, the scoring pace has sort of slowed down. The Malaysians have scored 15 points so far here in this third quarter. And for Hong Kong Eastern, they've only scored 12.
What happens in the playoffs, everything becomes a slow down affair. Everybody knows each other's plays at this point.
Yeah, this is the fourth meeting between these two teams. They split the preliminary series. 75-70 was the score when NS Matrix won in Malaysia. I'll make that 1-point win, yeah. Well, it was actually an 11-point win by Hong Kong Eastern in this building last February. And it was a blowout in game number 1. Now here in game number 2, a close one. 46-45, NS Matrix. This was also the halftime lead. Less than 3 minutes remaining in the third. Wong on the drive. And he's going to be called for steps. So the defense now of Hong Kong Eastern is starting to put a vice grip on the NS Matrix team.
Yeah, the Matrix is slowing down. They play better when their offense is moving crisply, both ball from side to side, getting stops and attacking.
Again, no May on the floor. We have not seen him here in the second half. Gilbert. Boca. Shu. Bassett, everybody touching the ball right now. Bassett splits the defense, momentarily open. Gets it out to Troca for 3. Shu with the rebound. Another opportunity for Hong Kong Eastern to reclaim the lead. Shu has it batted out. Last touch by Jonathan Wong. 7.2 to shoot. Two minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the third. Gilbert had a pretty good game in the first half with regards to shooting from the perimeter. McLaughlin can't buy it. McLaughlin has to earn it from the line. Tevin Glass with the foul.
Nice job staying with it right there, McLaughlin.
Well, again, you're 6'10", 6'11". Coach is going to expect no less from you in that area. Ben Ibrahim, what do you have?
Well, basically, the Matrix are playing really hard, but they're not taking good shots. And they're getting frustrated with the referee's calls. They're not getting the breaks with the calls. That's what they feel. But the coaching staff saying, keep going, don't let OD shoot, and keep hustling. There's a lot of basketball left to be played. Back to you guys.
Well, of course, Ordarian Bassett has gone scoreless so far here in the third, but everybody else has stepped it up for Hong Kong Eastern. And now Hong Kong with their first lead since the first quarter, 47-46. Here's Williams getting it out to Glass. Glass steps through the defense, and he will get to the free throw line. Only the second team foul for Hong Kong Eastern, but it's a shooting foul.
Yeah, you could tell Glass was determined to get to the basket that time.
Gonna have Wong Yi Hao check back in, replacing Kwek Chan Yuen. 2:01 to play here in the third. Tevin Glass, whose previous ABL experience was for the Formosa Dreamers, but he has played extensively abroad. Venezuela was the last stop, if I'm not mistaken, or was that Ordarian Bassett? But he has been to Argentina. He's played in Europe, and he's been around as well.
Nice versatile 6'8", versatile player. Can do a little bit of everything for them.
So he's able to make his first free throw, tying it up at 47 once again. You can see there Jeff Viernes. They usually say the point guard is the extension of the coach. Well, let's see if Isaiah can be the extension of Jeff Viernes. And you play with Jeff Viernes, he can still score 30 points a day.
Absolutely. Definitely play right now and get you 15 to 20 in this game.
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Shu.
Makes sure he's out there pressuring the ball now.
Pick provided. Bassett jumper. He is still cold in this third quarter. Tevin Glass will run the fast break now for NS Matrix. Jonathan Wong. Tevin Glass actually is open. He can shoot it from there. Decides to go out to Amir Williams. Three-pointer is short. Boy, Amir Williams has done everything but hit the three ball.
Yeah, that's a nice look, though.
0 for 3 from beyond the arc now for Amir Williams, who does have a total of 19 points in this game. Oliver Shu had to stay inbounds. McLaughlin gets away, but missed the layup. However, a foul is going to be called on Wong Yi Hao. And Jeff Muir is telling everybody at the bench, settle down. Don't get affected by these calls. Or they're going to say Tevin Glass. That's only number 2 on glass. Oh, McLaughlin has a nice touch for a guy his size.
Yes, he does. Always good when big fellas can make free throws. Goes to the line a lot.
These are like looping free throws that he's shooting. Pretty much like if you remember Rick Smits. Rick Smits used to release his free throws. 2 for 2 on that trip. 49-48, Hong Kong Eastern. Jonathan Wong using the Amir Williams pick, getting it up. Mei back in the game. I'll make that Wong Yi Hao back in the game, and he is going to be fouled. Only 3 team fouls, so no free throws yet for the Ennis Matrix squad. But that's going to be a foul on Dom Gilbert. That's his second. No, make that his 3rd foul here, Coach Jordan.
Little foul trouble. Got to play careful the rest of this quarter.
And they're still on defense. So sort of a stack formation coming off the baseline inbound now for Isaiah Williams. Amir. Jonathan Wong's going to set this up with 9 on the shot clock. Wong. Oh, almost got it off the glass. Devin Glass with the offensive rebound. And it's going to drop in. 3-point play opportunity for Ennis Matrix.
Nice left-handed finish by Glass right there.
In music, we call that an ad-lib. But again, if you're aggressive, you know what the saying is. The aggressive player creates his own luck. And that time the aggression paid off for Tevin Glass.
Let's see if he can finish off this 3-point play.
Both teams now over the limit. 49.3 seconds remaining in the third. Glass now makes it a 2-point lead. 51-49. Remember, it took the 4th quarter before Ennis Matrix hit the 50 mark in game number 1. So how the tables have turned here. Shu trying to lose Wong. Bassett still quiet in the third. Picked up by Amir Williams. Bassett finally with a field goal.
Nice shot by Bassett. He finally broke free and got an easy one.
We got a 4-second difference between the clocks here in quarter number 3. Isaiah Williams. Oliver Shu on him. Hong Kong has no fouls to give. 8 on the shot clock now. Isaiah getting a pick from Tevin Glass over to Amir. And Amir swatted away by Tony Troca. Bassett behind the back to Gilbert. But that is erased by Tevin Glass with 1.1 remaining in the third.
Nice hustle by both teams right there.
Tied at 51. Final shot of this third quarter coming up now for Hong Kong Eastern with 1.1 remaining. They get it to Troca!
Nice cut. Defender fell asleep.
Hong Kong Eastern now takes a 2-point lead into the 4th quarter after being down by 13. It is 53-51 heading into the final quarter of game number 2 of the semis. And we'll be right back. Back with us here inside the Nguyen Du Indoor Stadium in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. This game is still in the balance, but that is a good positive coming from Tony Troca to end that third quarter with a buzzer beater, making it 53-51 for Hong Kong Eastern over NS Matrix Malaysia. We do have some numbers here that we can go through at the end of 3 quarters.
The Matrix is still leading the rebounding, but it's catching up. McLaughlin now has up to 18 rebounds through 3 quarters.
That's an amazing number there for McLaughlin as well. Stamped his class in that center position. May is back now for NS Matrix, and he is guarding Tony Troca. They zone him up. Get it out. McLaughlin, 18-footer on its way. That is off. May with a rebound. May did not see action the entire third quarter, probably resting up for this portion of the game. Glass, no movement. And Wong Yi Hao turns the corner, looks for a friend. Wong Yi Hao jumps it out to Coach Pavlicevic. Not a good offensive thrust there for NS Matrix.
They can't first roll the bounce, but don't jump the pass if we don't have to. Don't jump the pass.
Little rattle to begin here, but it's still 53-51 in favor of Hong Kong Eastern. Darian Bassett has now taken over the point guard chores for Hong Kong Eastern. Troca against May once again. Troca has the height advantage. 8 on the shot clock now for Bassett. Troca left open. 3-pointer is a miss. Rebound picked up by Williams. And here comes Isaiah Williams. Jumping it inside now to Ong Wei Yong, or make that Wong Yi Hao. Glass. Amir. Free throw. Good.
Nice shot by the big fella.
He came down late for offense, but he was not late for the party. Tied at 53 right now. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in regulation. Crowd getting into it once again. Bassett over to Dom Gilbert. Line drive 3 is short. Battle for the rebound. Troca using his long arms. Bassett open for 3. Another rebound for Gilbert, and he gets it to go plus the foul.
Wow, great play.
Dom Gilbert has installed magnets in his hands, and it is attracting the basketball. I mean, that was a long shot. They say long shots produce long rebounds. How in the world did he know he's going to land in that spot?
Yeah, nose for the ball. He's hustling. Some players just have that sixth sense.
Gilbert playing as a local here for Hong Kong Eastern. His parents are Hong Kong nationals, and he was born in Hong Kong. Does not complete the three-point play. Still a lot of time in this one. 8 minutes, 18 seconds to go here in the fourth. 55 Hong Kong Eastern, 53 NS Matrix Malaysia. And we have Amir Williams going off the glass. That was a pretty shot.
Nice. I'm not sure he meant to do that, but nice shot.
That was, what'd you call that? Hakeem-like. 23 points. That's a game-high score for Amir Williams. Hong Kong has 11 seconds to shoot. 7:54 to play. Remember, if Hong Kong Eastern wins, it's over. They're going to the finals. If NS Matrix wins, Game 3 is tomorrow. Bassett coming off the pick. Bassett for 3. Good!
Darian Bassett, the veteran.
Darian Bassett, the 36-year-old, now making it a 58-55 lead for Hong Kong Eastern. Tevin Glass had a big third quarter, and he will get back to the free throw line. That's going to be foul number 2 on Chris McLaughlin. So far, looking at the personal foul story, only, there is one person in foul trouble. That's actually May. That's why he sat down the whole third quarter. He's got 4 fouls. 3 fouls for Dom Gilbert and a miss at the line for Tevin Glass. And you could probably think that fatigue might be starting to come in for Tevin Glass.
Fatigue for both teams. They just played again. They played on Monday. Today is Wednesday. Quick turnaround for such an intense game.
It's going to be a quicker turnaround if Hong Kong Eastern, if NS Matrix wins today, because Game 3 is tomorrow. Split at the line. 58-56. Hong Kong Eastern trying to protect this 2-point lead. Tom Gilbert. Shu finding Troca inside against a smaller Mei Mei. Shoots over him, but he will miss. Isaiah Williams now thinking transition 3. This time puts it on the floor. Gets it over to Amir Williams. Can't get it to go this time. Bassett with 7 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Setting it up. He has now assumed that point guard role.
Look for Bassett to take over down the stretch.
Bassett. Gilbert makes some space. Oh! Tom Gilbert can do no wrong. And a timeout called by Jeff Viernes as Hong Kong Eastern now leads by 4, 60-56. We will step away. Back in a moment. (60-56). Hong Kong Eastern now up by 4 against NS Matrix. If you're just joining us, NS Matrix actually had a 30-17 lead in that second quarter, but a 13-2 run erased that in no time at all, still in that second quarter. But now here in the fourth, this game is in the balance as we now give it over to Ben Ibrahim.
Hey guys, Coach Jeffrey Ness drew up a player earlier to get it to Mei Mei and work it around Mei Mei and Yihao. Let's see whether they can execute right here. Well, 2 shots from the charity stripe. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim. And it is time for the locals to get involved. The imports have done a lot of heavy lifting to this point. Isaiah Williams getting to the free throw line. And again, Wang Yihao and Mei Mei, they are the 2 most important members of this team. They have been silently contributing, but not in terms of the offense yet, especially for Mei Mei.
Yeah, he's been doing a little bit of everything else. Hong Kong is really playing close attention to him. They don't want him shooting 3. They want him going off the dribble. They don't want him to catch and shoot.
Isaiah Williams has tried to create for himself and for his teammates coming off the bench today. He has found his stroke from the line, and that's going to be important down the stretch for Jeff Viernes and the rest of NS Matrix. The free throws, it could come down to who has the most consistent showing at the free throw line.
Yes, sir.
2 for 2. 60-58. Oliver Shu seeing a lot of burn now at that point guard position. Here's Bassett. Shu. They want to swing at the Troca. They can't. They get it to McLaughlin. 4 on the shot clock. McLaughlin now attacks. Hook shot. Good!
Nice move.
And he is able to raise that lead once again, 62-58. Time down to 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. Williams, 14-footer. That's a little too strong. And Amir Williams now a double-double. Mei Mei for 3. And Tony Troca is saying he just put his hands up, but there was a lot of contact on that. Now you have to remember yesterday, Mei Mei went 3 of 7 from the free throw line. That is unheard of. And now 3 free throws for him. And Troca has been warned by our crew chief, Natapong Jontapa. You know this referee very well.
Yeah, I do know that referee very, very well. You just need to leave him alone and play ball.
Best advice we've heard all day. So Ting Chun Hong, otherwise known as Mei Mei, at the free throw line, the most popular player in all of Malaysia. Ooh, the free throws continue to be a problem in this series. Coach Jordan, he is 3 of 8 from the line.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's in his head right now. He just needs to relax.
Now he's talking to himself right now.
Yeah, he's too good a shooter for that.
Even Jeff Viernes can't believe that one of the best shooters in all of Southeast Asia is struggling from the line. Finally makes that one 1 of 3 today. That is not like Maymay at all. Lead is down to 3, 62, 59. Pressure now being applied by Ennis Matrix. Shu. Extended zone defense once again here for Ennis Matrix. They're looking for Troca to come off a screen. Gilbert gets fouled on the ground. Isaiah Williams, the guilty party. Oh, they say Tevin Glass, though. Did not see where that contact happened. That is number 3 on Glass. Ben Ibrahim, go ahead.
Look, guys, this is a very Malaysian thing that we're seeing right here, that, you know, a lot of sports in Malaysia are always looking at the execution of the mental toughness aspect, you know, and it's, you know, it has come back to haunt them a little bit. So, you know, some real execution technique under fatigue pressure, execution challenges being faced right now by Malaysia. They need to weather the storm. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben. They did force the turnover. Here they come. Maymay, layup, yes!
Great drive by him.
And he is able to cut the lead down to just 1, 62-61. 5:06 to play. Bassett slowing it down. Getting the pick now from McLaughlin. Williams still on him. Bassett, three-pointer, no. Rebound picked up by Glass, and down he goes. That's going to be number 4 on Dom Gilbert. Now, if there's anybody who can stay away from the 5th foul, it's Dom Gilbert, but he's always going at 100 miles an hour. So Coach Pavlicevic has a lot to think about in this timeout. It is still 62-61 in favor of Hong Kong Eastern.
Hey guys, I just came off the Hong Kong bench. Coach Jelko saying, look, he told each player, mark your respective, track your respective player, but he reminded the players that referees are lenient. Do not go in hard. They will blow the whistle. You have 4 minutes and 52 seconds left. Dom Gilbert in foul trouble. Weather the storm. Do not be too hard. Play smart. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim, who has been going up and down the stairs. I mean, if you know our commentary position, we're actually at the 2nd floor, so Ben Ibrahim's got some health goals that he's working on while he's doing our courtside duties. He's been doing a great job at that, too. But right now, all eyes are on this game. Ennis Matrix down 1, but they have the ball. 9 to shoot. Tevin Glass. Floater, no. Battle for the rebound. Tevin Glass almost tipped it in himself. Tony Troca. 62-61 Hong Kong. Gilbert still on the floor with the 4 fouls, but so is Maymay.
Hong Kong is just running their offense, taking their time.
Hong Kong Eastern already in the penalty. Dom Gilbert again.
Tough shot by Gilbert.
Who says the mid-range is dead? Dom Gilbert has just resurrected it today. He's got a total of 21 points in this game. 64-61 Hong Kong Eastern. Isaiah Williams, yes.
Nice take by Williams.
Able to leave Oliver Shu behind momentarily. Now with 3:43 remaining. Still Undecided on who's going to take this one. There's a late pick and roll, and that's an easy jump from McLaughlin. Someone missed an assignment big time.
Yeah, Williams stepped out. Thought they were going to switch. Good pass by Bassett. Looking to take over for him.
66-63 with 3:20 remaining. Isaiah Williams steps back. Oh boy, he's starting to take over as well for Ennis Matrix.
Starting to warm up.
Isaiah Williams now up to 10 points off the bench today. 66-65. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Gilbert picked by Troca. Switch now, May on Gilbert. And that's a rare miss for Dom Gilbert.
Gilbert got lucky right there. Almost got called for a push-off.
Isaiah Williams now. He scored the last 4 points for Ennis Matrix. He puts another one up, looking for a foul. And the lead now goes to the Malaysian, 67-66.
Back and forth they go.
Last 6 points scored by Isaiah Williams. Gilbert, 2:20 remaining. Gilbert the Troca for 3. Good!
That's what he does. He shoots threes.
Tony Troca with his second 3 of the game. Now making it 69-67 Hong Kong Eastern. Williams wants it back. Can't get it back. Rebound McLaughlin. Less than 2 minutes remaining here, Coach Jordan Collins. Troca. Shoe, 10 on the shot clock. Gilbert. Yeah, he wants an isolation here against May. Gilbert, tough fall away. Oh!
Big time shot by Gilbert right there.
Dom Gilbert, 23 in the game. His role is to be the glue guy, and he's starting to shut the coffin shut now for Ennis Matrix. Timeout, Jeff Fiernes. We'll be right back. Dominic Gilbert, 23 points, playing on borrowed time with 4 fouls, but just hit a big fall away to give Hong Kong Eastern a 71-67 lead. With 1 minute and 38 seconds remaining, Ennis Matrix needs some baskets, and they need it fast here, Coach Jordan.
Yeah, the Matrix got to get a good shot right now. No rush 3, make sure they run their offense and get the shot they want.
Wong Yi Hao back in the game. Williams to Williams. Amir, they want the high percentage look. He steps back, bothered by McLaughlin, recovered by Troca. And here comes Bassett into the front court. Almost lost it, gets ambushed, lost his footing. Chance Yu Wing is gonna settle things down for Hong Kong Eastern. Oh, he put himself in a situation where he didn't want to be at the sideline, but luckily for Hong Kong Eastern, they still have the ball.
Yeah, he back dribbled to the corner with 2 defenders on him. You never want to do that.
Hey, look at this. The Williams boys tracked him down. And a timeout called by Zelko Pavlicevic. It is 1 minute and 14 remaining. Hong Kong Eastern still up by 4. Chance Yu Wing and the rest of Hong Kong Eastern feel that they could be 1 minute and 14 seconds away from their third finals appearance in the ASEAN Basketball League. But that's also the same amount of time the NS Matrix have to overhaul this 4-point lead. 71-67 right now. Noel Zarate still working alongside Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim working the sidelines. 10 seconds to shoot for Tony Troca and Hong Kong Eastern. Chance Yu Wing.
Look for the ball to go to Bassett.
They do get it to Bassett. 4 on the shot clock now. ODB. Series of crossovers. Gets it over to the corner. Gilbert for 3. Good!
Good pass shot. Great pass by Bassett.
May for 3. No! Rebound picked up by McLaughlin. Less than a minute remaining. 7-point lead for Hong Kong Eastern. Boy, what a game for Dom Gilbert. Foul called. And NS Matrix is still far away from the penalty. That's only their third. .6 seconds remaining here. A 3-possession lead.
Big shot by Gilbert.
26 points, a game-high score for a guy who's supposed to be handling boxing out, setting screens, getting rebounds. Troca momentarily open, does not shoot it. They want to waste as much time as possible. Chance Yu Wing looks up at the shot clock. It says 5 seconds. Wing. McLaughlin has to put this one up. They get it to Bassett, overpassing the Troca. And they say shot clock violation on Hong Kong Eastern. Bassett did not know how much time was on the shot clock.
I don't think they mind that much. They're just trying to run time off the clock.
Jeff Fiernes is going to use his final timeout in regulation. 74-67, Hong Kong Eastern with 28.1 remaining. Is it the final 28 seconds in the season for the NS Matrix? Already some smiles coming over from Tony Troca and O'Darian Bassett, but this game isn't over yet, although you like Hong Kong's chances right now. Up 7, 74-67 here, Coach Jordan.
And Hong Kong just looking to get a stop right here to put the finishing touches on this.
They need a three-pointer. Ting Chun Hong has not had a three-pointer in this series. Let's see if they get it to him. Glass. Gets it now to Amir Williams. On the flyby, Amir off the glass. Yes! Three-pointer good! This game isn't over. 21 seconds to go. Chance Yu Wing. Bassett now. They just need to get it across. Dom Gilbert. He's going to attack. And he will get it to go. That's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul called on Tevin Glass.
Got to go for the ball.
And Dom Gilbert is trying to appease Tony Troca, who was about to defend him already. He's got some words, too, for his opponents. And they say unsportsmanlike foul, but they will review. They can still downgrade this.
Yeah, I think they should downgrade. You know it's the end of the game. You know the team is trying to foul.
Dom Gilbert still having some words with our officials.
Gilbert just wants to end one.
Yeah. They haven't put the score yet on the board. They're going to review it. Of course, that's going to count to make it still a 2-possession lead, but Gilbert can make it a 3-possession lead. How about Dom Gilbert at 28 points when they register that last basket that he had? I mean, his job is to get rebounds. His job is to give picks to his teammates. And he has a line drive jump shot. That's under 50-50 when he lets it go. But that was a big one right there. They'll still say unsportsmanlike foul on Tevin Glass. That'll be his 4th. So that's 2 shots in ball possession. That effectively could end things now. Pretty much like that holding penalty in Super Bowl 57. We're not going to go there for sure.
Makes the first one.
So it is 2 free throws. So they get to keep the ball 76-70. 28 points. Dominic Gilbert. Big time performance. They could be 14.1 seconds away from a place in the final for the 3rd time in ABL history. They are 1-1 in the finals, mind you. Gilbert, they're not even going to take a shot.
What a day to get your career high out here.
Gilbert gets Amir Williams gets the ball away. That's officially going to be a steal for Amir Williams. But at the end of it all, Hong Kong Eastern sweeping NS Matrix in the semifinals, and they're off to the finals, where they will meet either the Singapore Slingers or the Saigon Heat. You can see the Hong Kong faithful also here in droves. But what a complete game coming from Dominic Gilbert, especially in the 4th quarter when it mattered the most, Jordan Collins.
Yeah, he showed up big time. Big time player showed up in the 4th quarter. He made great plays for him down the stretch.
So again, 76-70, the final score in this one. We are moments away from that matchup in game number 2 between the Saigon Heat and the Singapore Slingers, where the Slingers came in here last Monday and stole game number 1. Ben Ibrahim's going to have a word with our player of the game. It's going to be Dom Gilbert. As Hong Kong Eastern celebrates a return to the ABL Finals. Dom Gilbert on your screens. What a performance for him. What a performance for the rest of Hong Kong Eastern. They have the luxury of having at least a couple of days off before we begin the finals.
Yes, they're going to need that, especially OG. He played great today. Vets always want days off.
So we're looking now for Ben if he's able to corral Dom Gilbert, our player of the game. Still having a few words there with Coach Zeljko Pavlicevic. So off to the finals once again. Remember, Hong Kong Eastern made its first finals appearance in its rookie season in the 2016-2017 ASEAN Basketball League, and made it all the way to the championship, winning that one over the Singapore Slingers. Was not the same case, though, when they went up against San Miguel a la Pilipinas the following year, as San Miguel a la Pilipinas were able to take the championship away from Hong Kong Eastern. So as you take a look at these highlights, Ben Ibrahim about ready to talk to Dom Gilbert. We're going to have the stats also in just a few moments as well. So they are actually bringing down the ring here, and they're going to fix it before we begin this game. So Singapore Slingers taking on Saigon Heat, game 2 of their series. But what a victory for Hong Kong Eastern. Down 13, able to claw back and finish off strong in the end.
They made their big run in the 2nd quarter to close the gap, and they just kept the pressure on them in the 2nd half.
And a lot of inspired efforts as well from NS Matrix, coming from their import duo of Isaiah Williams, who came off the bench, Amir Williams, Tevin Glass also with a spectacular game. But the locals were sort of a non-factor here in game number 2, and that led directly to these numbers here, Coach Jordan.
What sticks out to me is the rebounds. Eastern closed the gap on them. It was big time, guy, but 28-16 at halftime. They closed the gap in the 2nd half.
Big numbers from beyond the arc, though, for Hong Kong Eastern. 6 3-pointers, a couple down the stretch, and of course the one that sent the game to beyond doubt. It was that Dom Gilbert 3-pointer. Ben Ibrahim now with our player of the game.
Well, the Hong Kong Eastern march into the final season 2023. The player of the game with 28 points, Dom Gilbert. Dom, that was a ferocious 4 quarters of ABL semi-final playoff basketball. Tell us about it.
I mean, we knew they were going to give everything. They were, playing for their season. So, you saw how they came out and started the game full of energy, especially that last quarter got tight. We knew they were going to do everything, during the whistle and after the whistle to keep themselves in the game. But, we stayed composed and yeah, on to the finals.
Tell us about your individual performance. Every time they tried to wall up on you, body up on you, close you out, you just stepped up and hit those big shots.
I mean, okay, they may see that, with the scoreboard the way it was, obviously, it's harder than practice, but I'm really thankful for the coaching staff at Eastern, from Pavlivcevic down to, Maurice, Case, and Tommy, everyone who rebounds for me before and after practice every day, because that's where it comes from, just to work. So I felt confident taking the shots. I appreciate my teammates for finding me. They knew I was in rhythm. Yeah, today was my day. I mean, in the last quarter, the good thing about this team is we have lots of guys who can get going like that. So yeah, but like I said, it's just I guess from the work.
Last question, who do you want to face in the final? The Saigon Heat or the Singapore Slingers?
I mean, we have a lot of respect for both teams. It won't be easy regardless who we play. They're obviously, different matchups. It'll be interesting to see who wins this game. But like I said, we have a lot of respect for both clubs. And yeah, it'll be tough. Obviously, if we go against Saigon, they have the home court advantage throughout. So, it'll be added pressure, but who doesn't want to play for that? That's why we all play, to play, we play sport to play under pressure. So, that's what we got to do again.
Well, we wish you all the best for the ABL Finals. Good luck and great game today. Good job, man. So that's the end of this game, everyone. The Hong Kong Eastern march into the final. And can they repeat their performance from season 2017 when they won the ABL Championship? Stick with us on the next game, not very far away, at 8 p.m. The Saigon Heat take on the Singapore Slingers. Can the Saigon Heat tie it up, or will the Slingers make their 4th ABL Finals? We'll soon find out. Join us at 8 o'clock Saigon time, live right here on the ASEAN Basketball League. We'll catch you soon. I'm Ben Ibrahim. Take care.
This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.